Hey, what is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today I just wanted to talk to you about everything that's going on with me right now. Right now I'm kind of in a tough spot in my life. I'm 21 years old. I don't have like the greatest job. I mean, I work for T-Mobile. For now, until let me sit like this, until I actually get a real education, which means going to college and whatnot. Um, I want to go to college to be paralegal in Chicago. But at the same time, the college that I would like to go to is $83,000 a year. And I don't have that money. And so, honestly, I would say that would be my dream college to go to. I also wanted to talk to you guys about, like, anxiety and, like, how I feel when I have it. So, yesterday, I had, like, a really bad anxiety attack. And I just felt like everything stopped moving. And, like, I don't want anybody to feel, obviously, sorry for me. It's just like a crazy like mental illness that just some people have, and like they can't really control that. Sometimes it just hits them like out of nowhere. Like it hits me out of nowhere. Like I can be at work and like being with a customer, let's say, obviously selling phones, and it's just like my brain is like, stop what you're doing like right now, and then it just feels like there's no movement. Everything is like going in slow motion. It feels like I'm having a heart attack. My heart's beating out of my chest. It feels like it's going to come out of my mouth. It usually feels like there's a lump in my throat where I can barely swallow. So it's pretty hard for me. I just get super sick to my stomach. I feel like I gotta puke. And I get really dizzy and, just nauseous. My palms start to sweat. I actually went to the hospital like multiple times because of it. And I was like, maybe it's my heart. It's not my heart. Maybe, it's my stomach. It's not my stomach. Because I used to have like stomach problems like way back when, like when I was like 10 or 15 or something. That was a big age gap, but around there. It's just like super hard for me, and like I get very emotional, and like I don't know, it's just hard for me sometimes. Like I usually think about like my life as I get older. Will I get married? Will I have children? And will I be successful like some of these people in the world? I really want to do YouTube for a living like some people. I want to have my own brand like some people. I'm a very social person. I don't come off like that like in person until like you actually come up to me. I'm not the one that goes to you. You have to come to me. I'm like, hi, what's up? All that crazy stuff. But right now, life is pretty hard. It's pretty hard for me right now. And I don't really know who to talk to, and I don't know who to talk to that really understands what I'm going through right now. As of like my bills and like, I don't know. But some people will probably make fun of this, which, I mean, I don't really care, to be honest with you. Back to the anxiety part, I just feel like when I have anxiety, I feel like I'm gonna freaking pass out and die. You know what I mean? But not everybody feels like the same ways I do. It's a little easier for them to control. I think there are like some breathing techniques that you can do. My aunt actually taught me. This is kind of like a two-person process. So like, let's say if I'm the one that's having the anxiety and there's another person beside me, they're supposed to, it's like a game a little bit to trick your brain, to trick my brain. where that person has to say all these numbers out of order, where I'm like, so count from 1 to 10, and you have to be like 5, 8, 9, 2, 4, 6, 10, 1, and then I have to try to like figure out what numbers go in order, you know what I mean? So I can say from either 1 to 10, or, you know, whichever number. It can be like 34, 26, 98, 112, 5, 10, 50, whatever, you know. But that's kind of how that works, and like it kind of gets your mind off of that bad situation that your body's going through. I always had to deal with it with my dad. Everybody, literally every single person in my family has anxiety, like, and there's nothing really you can do unless you get on like Zoloft or freaking depression medication, which I hate because it makes you feel like crap. I had to go through that, you know, with my dad, and seeing all of that stuff happening with my dad and whatnot, and it's just not like happy or fun to even look at. Like, you can see the progress of when he started his medication. Well, this is the reason why I don't like it, okay? It's because like it makes you feel like, I mean, I don't know personally, but like I'm just telling you what like my doctor says and what my dad's told me and all that stuff. I guess it just makes you feel like always tired, always groggy. Like the first like few weeks that you're on it, it just makes you feel tired, groggy. It just feels like you're not there. Do you know how like you're so tired sometimes, like you just don't feel like you're there? So I'm just guessing that's the way that makes you feel. Like me personally, again, I don't know what it feels like to take depression medication like Zoloft and whatnot. It's just hard. It's harder for other people than, you know, others, because like people like myself, I don't take depression medication. I feel like that I can actually get through it on my own by playing those crazy weird mind games that, you know, I was taught, breathing properly and whatnot. But yeah, that's just my personal feelings on anxiety. Sometimes I get anxiety where like I don't feel like I'm here. I just feel really tired. I just like lose track of time, and then just lose like all my thinking process is all gone. Like, again, like if I'm at work, like it's hard to work with another customer when you're having those issues. And yeah, so like it just makes you feel crappy all the time, and like there's really no cure for me unless there's like breathing treatments or like breathing techniques or like the number games. I guess that's what you would call a cure, but like temporary, not like permanent, because I feel like there's never really like a permanent, you know, cure for like anxiety. Because like even my dad took, you know, and everybody else in my family actually has taken medication for like depression and, you know, all that stuff and anxiety and whatnot. They still have anxiety to this day, but it's just not as bad as like it used to be, you know what I mean? So like it's just hard for some people. It's harder for some people than others. That's what I'm trying to say. But I'm trying to get my life on track. I'm trying to keep it moving. I'm trying to go with the flow. But this past few days has been absolutely like terrible, and I just need, you know, somebody to talk to. But I just want that right person to talk to tell my business to. That won't really spread, you know, those rumors around, like just telling people my business in general, which, you know, I'm not that type of person to go about like telling other people their business. So I don't know why they would tell people my personal business. There's just a lot of people out there like that. That tell other people my business. And that's honestly why I quit my other job, was because like I was always having like super bad anxiety. I was there for like a good year and a half, almost 2 years. I was making car parts for a Jeep, and I used to work for Chrysler, and my manager would, I would have to leave work because like I would always have like really bad anxiety, that I couldn't even really control. Like that's how bad it got sometimes. And like they did like an 11-point system there where if you get 11 points you get fired. Like my supervisor would always tell people my business, and I would not appreciate that at all. And I don't think, anybody would appreciate that. You know what I mean? So like he would go and tell people about my business and why I had all these points and why, I was leaving work and coming in late. Like I have health issues and like I can't control that. I've always had stomach issues. I've always had anxiety. My vitamin D levels are freaking low to the ground. My doctor has to give me 50,000 units of vitamin D. You know what I mean? So like for every Friday, I'm out of the vitamin D right now because I've taken all of it and I actually feel better. So she gave me 50,000 units of the vitamin D to take like every week. So like every Friday or whatnot. That was an easy process to go through, obviously, because I was taking a pill every Friday for me. But yeah, it's just hard when you tell people to keep your secrets and they don't really like keep your secret. It's hard like telling your friends and your best friends your secrets and they go tell other people. It's just hard having a friend nowadays because all of them are fake and all of them are just like rude for no reason. And I feel like I'm not that friend. I feel like I'm not that friend to go about spreading rumors about others or stealing other people's, relationships or butting into people's conversations when they shouldn't even be in the middle of other people's conversations. But that's just me. I'm just not that person. I'm just not that friend to do that to you. I hope that, you like this video. I'm finally done talking about this nonsense about myself. I hope that everybody liked this video. Make sure you guys go like this video, subscribe, and share on all social media because it would really help me, spread the word, I guess, about my anxiety and how I feel. You know what I mean? So like, thank you everybody for staying tuned to this video, and yeah guys, have a great day. Bye.